Have you ever looked at your tabby cat and thought, wait a second, why do you look like every other cat I've ever seen, but somehow completely different at the same time? That striped pattern, that little M on the forehead, that almost hypnotic stare like they're quietly judging your life decisions, but also maybe planning dinner. And here's the part that starts to feel a little strange. Because what if I told you, your tabby cat isn't actually a breed at all? Yeah, that thing you've been calling a tabby might not even be what you think it is. Which raises a bigger question. If tabby isn't a breed, then what exactly is it? And more importantly, does that pattern mean something deeper about your cat's personality, behavior, or even intelligence? Because some people swear tabbies are friendlier. Others say they're more mischievous. And a few will quietly tell you they think tabbies are just a little bit smarter. Now, whether that's true or just something tabbies want us to believe, that's what we're about to find out. So stick with me, because once you see what's really behind those stripes, you're not going to look at your cat the same way again. 1. Tabby isn't a breed. It's a blueprint. Let's clear up the biggest misunderstanding first. Tabby isn't a breed. It's a pattern. Think about that for a second. That means your tabby cat could be a mix of almost anything. Domestic short hair, long hair. Even breeds like Maine Coons or British Shorthairs can have tabby patterns. So when someone says, I have a tabby cat, what they're really saying is, I have a cat wearing one of nature's most popular outfits. And this isn't random. That striped or swirled coat actually traces back to wild ancestors. The pattern helped cats blend into tall grass, shadows, and forests, basically turning them into tiny, silent ambush machines. So your cat lounging on your couch right now? Part of their design was built for stealth, which makes this next detail even more interesting. 2. That M on their forehead isn't just cute. Take a closer look at your cat's face. Right there on the forehead, you'll usually see a distinct M shape. Now, people have come up with all kinds of stories about this. Some say it stands for mystery. Others say it's a mark of blessing. There are even old legends tying it to historical figures. But here's the grounded reality. That M is simply part of the tabby gene expression. It's how the pigment organizes itself across the cat's face. Still, it does give them that slightly intense, always thinking expression, like they're one step ahead of you in every situation. And if you've ever felt like your tabby is watching you a little too closely, you're not imagining things. Because this next trait explains why. 3. Tabbies tend to be extremely observant. Now, this isn't a hard rule. Every cat is different. But many tabby owners notice something similar. Their cats seem very aware. They track movement. They notice small changes. They sit and watch like they're quietly collecting data. Think about this for a second. Have you ever rearranged furniture and your cat immediately went to inspect it? Or brought home something new? And suddenly your tabby is running a full investigation? That's not just curiosity, that's pattern recognition. Cats rely heavily on environmental consistency. So when something changes, even slightly, they're quick to update their mental map. And tabbies, because of their evolutionary background, often lean into this behavior more noticeably, which leads to something a lot of people interpret completely wrong. 4. That mischievous reputation? It's not what you think. You've probably heard this before. Tabby cats are troublemakers. They knock things off counters. They explore places they shouldn't. They seem a little too confident. But here's what's really happening. They're not trying to cause chaos. They're testing their environment. Think of it like this. If you were placed in a world where your survival depended on understanding every object, sound, and movement, you'd probably poke at things too. That glass on the edge of the table? That's not random. That's a physics experiment. Repeated. For accuracy and consistency. For science, obviously. So what looks like mischief is often just a highly engaged brain with nowhere else to direct that energy. And this is where things start to connect. Because that same curiosity links directly to how tabbies interact with people. 5. Many tabbies form strong, quiet bonds. Now here's something a lot of owners notice over time. Tabbies often become very present, not always demanding attention, not constantly vocal, but nearby. They sit close. They follow at a distance. They observe more than they interrupt. It's subtle, but consistent. You move rooms. Give it a minute. And there they are again, not asking for anything, just existing in your space. And if you've ever felt like your cat is quietly keeping track of you, you might not be far off. Because in a cat's world, familiarity equals safety. And staying near you. That's part of how they maintain that sense of stability. Now here's where it gets a little fascinating, because not all tabbies look the same. In fact, there are several distinct types. 6. There are different kinds of tabby patterns. This is where most people go, wait, really? Yes, really. Tabby patterns come in a few main varieties. Striped, often called mackerel. Swirled, classic tabby. Spotted ticked, where stripes are less obvious. Each one is just a variation in how the same genetic pattern expresses itself. Think of it like different fonts, same language. And once you notice the differences, you can't unsee them. You'll start spotting tabbies everywhere, on the street, online, in other homes, each one carrying a slightly different version of the same ancient design. And speaking of ancient, this next piece might change how you see your cat entirely. 7. Tabby patterns are ancient, like really ancient. We're talking thousands of years. The tabby pattern shows up in some of the earliest domesticated cats. Why? Because it worked. Camouflage, stealth, adaptability. These weren't luxury traits. They were survival tools, which means your modern house cat still carries the visual blueprint of a wild hunter, even if their biggest challenge today is deciding whether to nap on the couch or the laundry. And if you've made it this far, here's something your cat wanted me to tell you. They're impressed. Apparently, they said you look very intelligent right now, and they fully support you hitting that like button or subscribing. I don't make the rules, I just relay the messages. So remember that moment at the beginning. You looking at your cat thinking, why do you look like every cat, but also completely unique? Now you know. That pattern isn't random. It's not a breed. It's not just a look. It's a blueprint that goes back generations, shaping how your cat sees the world, how they move through it, and even how they interact with you. That little M on their forehead is part of a system. Those stripes, built for survival, that quiet, observant behavior, not mysterious anymore, just incredibly precise. And the next time your tabby sits there, watching you like they know something you don't, well, they might not be judging you, but they're definitely paying attention. All right, I should probably go figure out how my not-a-breed tabby just convinced me they're still the main character in this house. I'll report back if those stripes turn out to come with a secret agenda. FurEver.